We have to tell you about something remarkable that's about to happen at Brockport High School.
That's right. A 17-year-old cheerleader who was critically injured in a horrific car crash will do something no one thought was possible just a few weeks ago. Ayanna Harold is going to walk out on the field for senior night. Jennifer Lewke is live from Brockport, and Jen, she's been working really hard for this moment, hasn't she?
She really has, Deanna. I got to spend an afternoon with Ayanna and her parents, and she is remarkable. Such an inspiration, such a great young woman. And she, in just a few minutes, is going to walk out on this field and celebrate her senior night as a cheerleader like she was always meant to.
It was just after 8 a.m. on August 1st when 17-year-old Ayanna Harold was driving along the Lake Ontario State Parkway. She wasn't texting or speeding, but somehow her car went off the road and struck a number of trees.
I don't remember any of it.
Ayanna's injuries put her in an immediate coma. A nurse traveling behind her saw the crash and pulled over to help. A state trooper happened to be seconds away.
I told both of them that they must have been my guardian angels that day.
Ayanna credits them with saving her life, but her recovery has been excruciating. She stayed in a coma for a week. When she woke up, her entire left side was in paralysis from a traumatic brain injury. Over the past 10 weeks, Ayanna has spent hundreds of hours in therapy, trying to regain her speech and the use of her arm and leg.
I am proud of myself. It just, as a young girl, going from being able to do everything I wanted to needing pretty much help for everything, it's quite difficult. But it gets better because I went from being in a coma to now being able to talk to you and walk and sit in a normal chair, and that in itself makes me happy.
Before the crash, Ayanna was a competitive cheerleader. Her Brockport teammates and cheerleaders from across the state she's never met have been sending their support. It inspires her to keep pushing.
I just remember that I don't want to be stuck in a wheelchair for the rest of my life, and I want my arm to work again, and I also remember that I have a lot of people supporting me, and I don't want to let them down.
Because down is not a word in Ayanna's vocabulary. Her spirit and her fight have led her to this. I asked her why walking out on that field during senior night is so important.
It's a glimpse at normality again, so I get to do my senior night like I would have done if I was actually in school, and I get to pretend that the accident never happened for a couple minutes.
And be around her fellow cheerleaders, football players, and friends who've become Ayanna strong.
They've all told me that they are going to win for me, and I always tell them that they should just win, but they're all so sweet.
And we're back out here live at Brockport tonight, and you can see Ayanna is here. She's surrounded by her friends, and she is going to walk on this field any second now to have senior night to celebrate with her parents. And I actually just got some amazing news from her parents. She was discharged today from that rehab facility, so she's still got a lot of work ahead of her, of course, but tonight is the start of that. She's going to get out of that wheelchair, and she's going to walk out onto the field, and we will be here. We're hoping to bring this to you live throughout this newscast. If it happens, you'll see us again. If not, you can check it out live on our Facebook page. Live in Brockport, Jennifer Lewke, News 10 NBC.